And this toxic screen, it's all a lie. It's just some pressure to suggest that they may be pushing you, or this is very common, but it's been completely circumvented. They're walking up, Xander's going to spot it, and this should surely trigger a fast response for version 1, who now realize that a huge amount of information has been conceded.
The only player who's not a part of this defensively is B-Dog, and I was about to say, if you can find one good kill, that may foil all of the plans here for V1, and boy, has it. Even rendezvousing away to make yourself the most difficult kill on the map has succeeded for LG, but the late lurk out of Whippy, who was, again, like you mentioned, is using the toxic screen to show force, actually will amount to the full play as version 1 just walk on into the A site.
Yeah, B-Dog actually did too good of a job in slowing that down and actually convinced them to go back to A. So yeah, it's kind of backfired in a sense, but we'll see what Luminosity have here. They are coordinating themselves together through onto this retake. Through Heaven and Spawn. Version 1 looking to slow this down as much as they can. They're doing a great job with that utility, but that will be a drained now, and the Brim Stim comes through to speed up the push. And actually the wall goes in as well. This is going to be hard here to prevent this from getting defused. 6 coming in. It's completely covered. There's nothing to stop this. And Luminosity pick up the pistol.
Oh boy, Moose's presence as I mean, it's never a bad problem to have when you think, oh, someone did too good of a job defensively here. But as version 1 get over to A, you have to be feeling like, oh, we've got everything we want. We've got some shower control to stop this post point. We've got U-Haul. But no, it's one barrier orb.
Yeah, I definitely like I love the chamber as well. Is that the showers control will be taken for Luminosity. They're going to collect the orb there, I believe. That went to Matter to really charge that showstopper up. And at the same time, version 1 working on that long control.
It's the same lurk from Whippy, but this time trying to make a play over through mid with this wall up. Meanwhile, the rest of V1 still being able to get a little bit of movement over towards Garden, but that's a very punishing elimination. Version 1 now essentially don't have the ability to rewrap all the way back over towards A. You don't know if anyone's pushed through. So they're kind of forced into a difficult spot here where you have to try to play for B control.
Yeah, it's surely, I think, starting to feel like for Luminosity that version 1 are looking to make their way into this B site, but they don't really have the ability to push past these smokes. These 20-second Brim smokes are very annoying. And yeah, great if Penny can get onto an engagement here, but Luminosity, they would have to give that, and they know better than that, and they are holding that hookah control. That's a key part of the defense as version 1 starts to walk in.
30 seconds
It's
left.
creeping on in, and this could be beneficial for Tig, who I never thought actually their eyes over towards the left because no one held that angle, and then Tig just kind of pokes his head through the container, gets the free double, and it's just a solid hold from LG. You deny the lurk, you put some good pressure on the entry points towards B, and it never really feels like version 1 ever has much ground to work with.
And it's like we'll get a heavy focus around B short as well as B long for version 1. They know they're playing against the bonus, but that is fantastic. What a start. 5 versus 4 on the bonus. Luminosity certainly feeling good, and Dazzle in response looking to see if he can get more information. There's some jiggling there, so they surely will start to react here. And there's that utility forced out.
Oh, great play coming out. Rendezvous trying to be channeled. B-Dog taking so much damage, but still gets out of dodge while the rest of the SMGs flat on forward defensively. Whippy, last one left. In a pretty solid spot to at least find a couple of trades, but the ammunition count was just...
So I think Luminosity would certainly want to save the orbital strike if they can, and we'll get version 1 starting to gather themselves towards short A for the push behind that toxic screen.
This is a great start from LG's point of view, not just because obviously you win the pistol and your bonus, but this is a team that loves to play from an economical advantage, and B-Dog once again so annoying with his rendezvous. Gets a full read, by the way, on version 1 setup. That calls through the orbital strike. Doesn't really find too much, though. So version 1 with these sky smokes may have an opportunity to try to plant, but what a shock dart that is. Right over to the top. Doesn't just chunk down the planter. It also finds significant damage on the Zelsus, and version 1 have to back through. And as they do, Moose is here trying to wait for it, but a big pickup from Effie's actually allows version 1 on.
Yeah, but actually the trademark slowing things down just a little bit can make a difference. Spike's going to go down. Nice ping. That's going to give a decent chunk of information. At the same time, we do have Tig making his way on a pretty deep flank, but it's all about the timings on that flank. We'll see what Tig's able to find, because he might be able to get around the back of Penny, which would be a critical pickup. And at the same time, Celsius is not with the push. Was looking for one of those flankers, so it indeed is going to be a free one for Tig, and that's going to be the same at the same time. Luminosity pushing the site, and everything's collapsing here for version 1. Great shot from Effys as he spins around. Just Celsius now from Hookah. With it all to do, it's a good plan for Celsius. Oh, the trade just in the nick of time from Tig.
But if Celsius backs up long enough, the paint shells very well could have won the round, and probably do win the round. Getting that second elimination recharges it back up.
Yeah, so version 1 looking for the exec onto the A site, charging up short. They have the Hunter's Fury as well. But Shower's control is there for Luminosity. Will can Tig survive, having to back out of that U-Haul position. The Hunter's Fury not connecting with any of the defenders. The spike will go down, but they don't have any post-plant positions except U-Haul. And with the slow warp there, actually, they are not able to get the spike planted. They're going to actually go through the TP. They've left a couple players. They're going back to A with that spike. Luminosity, will they read this? They're starting to rotate, just edge towards the spawn. They're not sure. Penny's still in position. The trade comes through. And it seems like Luminosity are reading this.
Oh, absolutely they are. That first point of contact is everything. You're going to tell me Penny's still on the site? That means the 100% that V1's still coming this direction. Snakebite down for a Whippy with the Poison Cloud behind it as the spike gets planted. The only defensive member not here is B-Dog. So for version 1, you've got numbers for now, and Xander takes great use of that. 3 kills lining up outside of the truck, and that just very well will be the round. B-Dog, no chance you try to chest this with an operator.
I have to say, though, I do really love the utility, the power of the utility of Chamber on a map like this. I think is so potent, especially the trademarks. Of course, like making it kind of pretty guaranteed that they understood, okay, well, they've hit the TP, but they haven't gone through Hookah. And unfortunately, it doesn't really work out for them. And version 1, you know, it's pretty scary. They got so much value off of just charging down shorts after defaulting early on. And now hold that thought for a moment, because B-Dog... Okay, they're going to give up the ghost on that one. I thought they were going to try to commit more to get rid of the operator.
As LG, as rooted and statuesque as this defense can be, if you can force out things like a barrier orb early, or even kind of take down some of the sky smokes, or maybe force Mata to have to use some of his utility on the defensive raise, it kind of gives you a natural advantage as far as how you want to execute, which is something that version 1 has always been notoriously great at. The thing about it is, we just haven't ever seen version 1 in this group stage play bind. So we're kind of seeing how they adjust in real time. And this time, seeing the barrier orb down, they actually also forced the owl drone out just by way of breaking through one of those pieces of the barrier orb.
And we actually had the push down short A, like I was mentioning, which now you can see the lean here from LG. They've got 3 players on the B side. They're ready to do this. And is there going to be a call? And it would be desperate. Going through the TP, there's nothing set up towards A here. So version 1, if they go through the TP, which they may decide to do, it's going to be a super big gamble. They're not going to do it. They're going straight into the B site. Will it work out, though? The clearance from that showstopper is going to be halted by Dazzle. And now suddenly... It will be a spike plant, but it's looking a little bit scary here for version 1.
Yeah, they had to commit. Everything was used for this execution, so now you're a little bit thin utility-wise on what you're going to do to hold this. Advantage to LG on this retake. Just comes down to, can they use this position with the triple stack through elbow with this long pinch from B-Dog to actually make anything happen on version 1's post-plant defense?
Oh, B-Dog. Great timing on that flank, and there's just not enough bodies to throw this one for version 1. Penny doing all that he can. And it will be another round for Luminosity. Excellent stuff again. You know, I was mentioning this on the first half. You know, the read of the pacing and where the pressure is at what points. I'll see how they're going to decide to open this one. They're going for Showers, actually. B-Dog there. Oh, that looks pretty good. But Penny somehow unscathed. But they don't manage to take control of Showers. They will be forced away from that. In fact, they're going really fast all together through caverns. This might not be red here. This pacing from Luminosity, rather from version 1 by Luminosity, who now have lost Moose. That's a big problem.
It's a massive problem. You cannot expect that Dazzle is going to be able to do much than play a 1-for-1 spot here at B, but he's trying to take an aggressive angle. And that's going to be the barrel of one, but oh boy. Okay, well, the Aldron's going to see this. Dazzle, good luck. Oh! Apparently luck he has. Finds the double. Mata quickly coming back over. Is able to assist, and Dazzle turns his life into 3. How in the world has he done that?
That is insane. Oh my goodness. That was not how that was supposed to go at all. What a heroic move from him. Whippy is in a horrendous position here. Nothing you can do about that. And just, oh, excellent stuff. Again, we had such a big advantage for V1. So when they got spotted around Showers, that initial play, they immediately, all of them ran towards B. And that may not look significant, but that was a timing that LG were not reading. They only had Dazzle here in time to defend that. And if not for that double kill and the orbital strike being burned,
yeah,
you know.
And then you also had Mata quickly off the backside with a showstopper. So the help from LG, unbelievable, but it all just gets completely overshadowed by Dazzle getting 3 eliminations. Now quickly come Version1, Mata stuck in a corner. That'll be good for at least first blood. Arena the Tig as he gets isolated. Penny wants it, and Penny's gonna be able to find timing here as Tig pulls the molly out. So V1 answering back with an aggressive round of their own. Unfortunately, they do lose Penny to a team nade, but the spike should be planted here.
Yeah, Viper's Pit burned as well, so really looking to convert this one. Version1 only 1 round in this half so far, not finding much success. The spray is so close. Zelsis down, critically low. 4 versus 3 for Version1 on this post plant. And they've got good information on the flanks as well. They had Xander covering that so that they feel, I think, fairly confident in the information. There's a drone here to play against this Viper's Pit. It's certainly going to be used surely towards this pit. In fact, Dazzle's pushing short B. He's going to find...
Unreal.
Oh my goodness. What is going on here? B-Dog now trying to do what he can on the other end of it, but it's just Luminosity. It looks so strong with all they had to work with, but somehow, Holdy, it's just not panned out.
No, it has not. It works out for V1 in the weirdest of ways. I mean, it looked like it was all about just Xander's going to be safe back here.
The chamber set up here on A. Do love what B-Dog's been doing here. So dealing with the drone straight away, of course, gets tagged, forced to rendezvous out of there. Hello! In comes Zelsis flying through the air, and that is an entry into this A site. Holding onto U-Haul for dear life. Luminosity Incendiary will slow things down a little bit, and that will buy time for the rotation, but Spike is planted. LG, they're hard on the retake here of U-Haul. There's a swing as well from Version1. They're not giving it here. B-Dog forced the TP out. Moose hasn't had enough, though, and still goes in. But it's going to come out aces for Version1 so far.
That is so good from Version1. We'll break it down here in a moment as B-Dog considers and then reconsiders if you wanted to go for that. But for Version1, I mean, the molly at the feet for Tig is just to keep his own life and obviously make sure that you don't completely lose U-Haul immediately. But as you had called it, Version1 do not want to go quietly into the night. They say, this is an important position for us. We'll spend the numbers to get there. I mean, you saw it come through with the shock dart immediately afterwards, keeping the pressure on to Tig, what they do best. So great stuff from Xander. And we get into a very crucial round here because LG are really kind of stacking their coins on double sniper setups here. Obviously, you see the 2-er in hand, but Moose also carries the operator. So this is a double scope setup defensively for LG.
I was looking to go for the burst here, but they may not expect to see a chamber really close. It's going to be, here comes Marta from the back, just a frenzy, but how much can he get done? Takes out Viper, more damage, and can just delay. The paint shells are all stacked up in this corner. They're going to push him, and they'll get taken down here, but there's a lot of chaos. Version1 in the chaos will be able to make it a 3v3, trying to change the plan on the fly. Penny beyond the angle, and it looks like that spike will be planted towards that B site. They can't stop it.
But they do collect weapons, Dan. That's the biggest thing here for LG. It's not perfect, but it's good enough to stay competitive in a round where you didn't have much outside of the double scopes in the first place. So now it's 3 rifles. And the big first question is, can you take down Xander and do it cleanly? Oh no, they might not be able to take Xander down at all. Spamming through, has to go to the classic, and he's able to turn that 1 kill into also more damage. Moose gonna self-heal, leaving it to Zelsis in a 1v2.
Very scary stuff. Celsius, no utility remaining. Oh, the wall goes up here. How does Celsius want to play this? Oh no, he's gonna have to take some serious risks here. He's creeping up. He's hoping that they're not going to stick this, and it's just been stuck all the way. Celsius, wasn't a lot that he was able to do there.
A lot to ask on Version1 here, off of just an orbital strike of their own. Dazzle can even push forward to get himself that much closer to a defensive Hunter's Fury. This could be key.
And it goes straight in here. Very fast pace into the B site. No messing around. We'll be droning the close angles there to begin with. And orbital strike coming through there straight to elbow.
Dazzle!
Oh my goodness. Dazzle's been caught inside the drone. What a punish. What a punish. That is monumental as they try to make their way forward, but they're actually stuck. This is a very difficult take. Holding it down. Brimstone. Massive value on Brimstone.
Xander on the back has to take down 2 here. There's no way that Effie does too much from his position. What a response from Mata! Just as the sky smoke dissipates, Effie's for a 1v4. Double stack in the corner. Not going to get the best of Mana. And LG. 13-10, Dan. We weren't sure what to expect with the flawless version 1 coming out, but as the desk mentioned, we have not seen version 1 play bind, and in the new agent meta, LG looked pretty damn good.